guys, we're back and we're actually here to vent.
This time, for real, we're gonna get our vent out. Every time we try to tell y'all what's going on, we just get bum rushed with craziness or something's happening. We have to cut the video short. But we're gonna finally tell you the whole story of our situation and how we landed and everything, right? So we got to LAX, Tom Bradley, which is the international terminal where if you're going out the country, that's where you're going, right? So we went out there. The first thing we do, it's crazy in there. So my father-in-law goes and asks what we're supposed to do. Like, where's our line? They point us into this long line that's like around the corner.
Ridiculous.
Crazy. So we're in this line forever, like a good 30, 40 minutes.
At least,
Yeah, I think her mom brought up like, but we already pre-checked in. Like, this is ridiculous, this line.
She just happened to ask, like, wouldn't there be like another line that's a lot shorter for us since we already pre-checked in? So I was like, I don't know. Like, we were all confused.
Yeah.
So then I decided to step out the line and go ask one of, the crew members if I should be standing in that line, just so that they can kind of like guide me into the right direction. They end up telling me that I'm standing in the wrong line.
They told us we have to have a ticket before we can get in that line,
so
which no one told us.
Yeah, so we were told that we had to go to the kiosk and get our ticket and then get into that long line. So we're like, oh hell no.
Yeah, but you know us, we weren't gonna leave the line. So me and her dad just stayed in the line and sent the girls to go get the ticket from the kiosk.
So we go over there, try to get our tickets, try to print them out. And then when we get to the kiosk, something happened. Like, it was rejected or they just couldn't read our, like...
Ooh. Oh my
mom
goodness.
just brought us
guys, this is El Salvador. Fresh made tortilla by hand, queso fresco. Thank you. Yo soy el muchacho alegre. I'll have some of that.
Yeah,
that's good. Thank you. Yeah, no, that's good. Thank you. See? That's good. That's great.
So my tia just made fresh homemade tortillas
She made them by hand.
Yeah, and from scratch.
Yeah, not like she bought masa. She took corn and mashed it and made these by hand.
Yeah.
What happened? Was she talking to us? I'm sorry.
They want to know if we want beans.
Oh.
They want us to get a little fluffy while we're out here.
Man, this is like the third time we eat already.
Yeah, and I'm so hungry.
Okay, but fresh made, there's nothing like it, bro. It's so good.
Probably gonna make you guys hungry, but it's okay. So, back to the story. Where did we go? So then something happened. Hold on, let me finish. So I guess they couldn't really read like our passports. So because of that, the guy that was standing there and helping us was like, you guys have to now go to a completely different line and see an agent. So I was like, wait, what's going on right now? Because mind you, my dad and Steven is standing in one line, like across the airport on the other side.
Long line.
And then my mom and I are like in the middle at the kiosks. And then they send us to a whole another completely different line on the other side of the airport. So, oh my gosh, more tortillas.
All right, I'm gonna eat it. I'll eat it. Thank you. Okay, definitely no more. Thank you so much.
Eso es todo.
Fresh, still fat, still inflated. Ooh. Man. Yo soy el muchacho alegre. All right.
Yeah. So then my mom and I are standing in this line and she's like, go ask one of the girls at the front if we're standing in the right line. Because at this point we're freaking out because time is going.
The second line, just to clarify.
Yeah. So then I go up to the front and I asked the girl and she was like, get in line and we'll try to help you. And I was like, wait, what do you mean you're going to try to help us? Are you going to help us or not? Because we need to get to our plane on time. So she's like, again, she says the same thing. Get in line. I'll try to help you guys. I'm like, okay.
So she's like basically saying like, get in line for another half an hour. And when you get to us, maybe we can help you.
Yeah.
Which is a unacceptable answer, I feel like.
Right.
Especially in an international flight. Because if you're not there on time, you're going to miss your flight for sure. And of course, it's the holiday season. So it's super packed. It's super crazy hectic. Everything's unorganized. Whatever. She tells us that, so me and Will leave our original line, come to that next line, and start from scratch. We're there in that line, whatever. We finally get to the desk or whatever. And on this air flight, everyone's allowed one 55-pound bag and one carry-on. when we get in and start checking in, they tell us that 2 of the bags have to stay behind and get flown out the next day. Which,
and we're like, wait, what? No one ever told us this. We got the tickets through an agency, and I feel like an agency should be telling you like all this information ahead of time, just to, you know, give you a heads up and you can prepare for. Hi, Pechito.
Oh, ¿cómo estás? ¿No vas a comer una tortilla?
No, está bien, Pechito.
Está bien,
Eso
gracias.
está delicioso.
Hold on, let me show you, Grandpa. Pechito, dile hola aquí. Esta es la casa del Pechito. This is El Pechito's house.
¿Verdad?
That is Kathy's grandpa. He's the man.
Grandpa.
He's super cute.
I love him. Pechito.
Sorry, the angle changed a little bit. All right, cool. So, they tell us we're going to have to leave 2 of these bags.
Yeah, I just had to adjust that.
They tell us we're going to have to leave 2 of the bags behind. To us, that's crazy unacceptable because I have all my clothes in one bag. She has all her clothes in one bag. And they tell you, like, we'll deliver it the next day. But, you know, you can't take the airport's word for anything like that. Especially if last minute they tell you can't even take your own bag. So, like, can you really trust them? Like, how long is it going to be till we get our clothes? Right? Like, and I can't just go to a store and buy clothes because I'm a little person. So I have to have, like, my jeans cut. My shirts have to get cut. So I can't just go buy a shirt and put it on. It doesn't work like that for me. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy.
It's not fair, like, period.
It's ridiculous. They should have let us know ahead of time. We would at least put like half and half the clothes or something, you know, so we could be comfortable until the other bag gets there.
So at this point, everyone's pissed off.
Pissed off.
Because they're just telling us a whole bunch of things. And we're like, okay, you have to decide which ones are going to stay behind. So my mom's like, fine, just leave my bag behind. 2 of her bags, because she actually put an extra one. She's like, just leave both of my bags behind.
Well, one of them bags was like just gifts and stuff to give away. And then one bag was actually her stuff.
So then we're done. We check in our bags. And then
after that, we still have to go through the like 2-3 hour TSA line. Of course, you know how that goes.
Which wasn't too bad. They didn't really do much. Actually, wasn't. They did pull my parents' stuff to the side there.
Oh, yeah, of course.
And they went through it and make sure that, you know, they didn't have anything like
that
they weren't supposed to.
Both of her parents' carry-ons got randomly selected to be searched. Both of them, which is hilarious. So that took another extra time out of the way.
And then at this point, we were all super duper pissed still and hangry. So you guys already know how everyone was feeling. How everyone was feeling.
Yeah.
So
I keep scratching my ankle. I think I'm getting bit out here.
By a mosquito?
Yeah.
And we didn't bring any repellent.
Nothing getting ate up.
Uh-oh.
Yep.
So then...
No more for me. That's it for me. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you, mommy. Solo estamos grabando.
Let's say hi to Sonia, which is Kathy's mom.
Hello,
hi, Sonia.
Hi.
This is her parents' house. They're being so nice and accommodating. We're gonna stay with them for 3 weeks, man. That's a long time to stay at someone's house.
But my grandparents are so happy to have us here. And my aunt, she lives out here, my mom's sister, with her husband and my cousin. So everyone's like really happy because we're gonna spend the holidays with them and stuff.
So after we get through TSA, we go and find a spot to eat. Right? It's a food court. So she's gonna go get like my Mexican burrito, carne asada burrito. I'm gonna go get a burger. I go get the burger. They're like, oh, it's at least a 25-minute wait for a burger. I'm like, hey, heck no. We ain't waiting that long. I go back to where Kathy's at. She hasn't even ordered yet. She's in line. And for some reason, the cash register told her that she couldn't order with them. That they had to wait till a manager came back for some reason. And then, so there's a bar side to the restaurant. And then they're like, what? You can go to the bar. And then she's like, okay, if I go to the bar, will they take my order there? And they say no. So, like, what's the point of that? So she's just waiting in line for no reason. So then I'm like, all right, while you wait in line, order us food. I'll go get a drink for us. So I go to the bar. And as soon as I get there, the lady's like, oh, you know what? Yeah, you can order food with me. That's not a problem. So we're getting all types of miscommunication, wrong information. It's kind of, you know, we hangry, we tired, it's late, it's getting crazy. And then
I go and order my carne asada burrito. My dad wanted like carne asada tacos. My mom wanted a carne asada quesadilla. And then they're like, oh, we ran out of carne asada. And then I was like, even more upset after that because all I wanted was a carne asada burrito. So I ended up getting like these grilled fish tacos.
It was fail on top of fail, man.
Yeah, weren't the best either. But anyway, still ate. And then, we're just chilling, like taking our time because we thought we had more than enough time to, board and all of that stuff.
Our flight was supposed to leave at 12:30.
Yeah.
Usually boarding times are like 20, 30 minutes before, so 12 o'clock. So it's 11:20. We're taking our time eating. And we're walking, checking the boards, and all of a sudden it says...
We still stopped to use the restroom.
Oh, yeah, we
and
stopped
we
to
took
use the
our
restroom.
sweet time.
That's how we noticed. Someone in the restroom was staring at the wall, and they're like, where are you guys going? We're like, we're... And they're like, wait, us too? But our check-in time says it's 11:30, and at this time it's 11:30, and we're like, what do you
Literally,
mean?
yeah.
So we look our tickets, and guess what? Our check-in time is at 11:30.
So we start rushing because we don't know how far we were from the gate. We knew we were going into the right direction, and we knew that we were a couple gates away from it. So we start speed walking, and then like it's just turn after turn after turn. So we were not close at all.
We thought we were like kind of close. Nah, bro, we were not close. It was like a little marathon to get to this to this terminal. It's ridiculous.
So we literally got to like the basement or something.
It's crazy, bro.
And then we're in line to get on a bus.
Yeah, we thought we were gonna board the plane from right there. No, we had to get in line to get on a shuttle bus. I've been on shuttle buses before for planes, and they're usually like, it's right around the corner.
Yeah.
No, this was literally like a 15-minute drive in the bus to get us to the plane. I don't even understand it. It's ridiculous.
Neither.
We get on the bus. It's super overcrowded, of course. We have to sit in a seat that's not even a seat. We just made our own seat and rocked it out. It was crazy. So we get on our plane, and guess where we're at? All the way in the back.
Near the bathroom.
Right near the bathrooms.
Which was kind of annoying. Actually, not kind of. It was really annoying the whole ride here. It's like a 5.5 hour trip. So, we flew overnight. And we were all exhausted at this time. Oh, I skipped a part. So we finally get on the plane. We're all settled in. Everyone's in their seat. And then we're supposed to take off at 12:30. It's 12:45, nothing. 1 o'clock, nothing. Everyone's starting to get like desesperados at this point. Like, what's going on?
Anxious, starting to get crazy.
And the flight attendants are kind of like trying to calm everyone, but no. And then it starts to get stuffy. And like, oh my gosh, everyone was just anxious, and there was a lot going on. And then they're like, sorry for the delay, but we have to fuel the plane. Like, what?
Yeah, they decided to fuel the plane an hour after we were supposed to already take off.
Yeah, so we took off.
Ridiculousness.
Yeah,
bro.
the original time was supposed to be at 12:30. We ended up leaving like
almost
1:45, almost 2.
Almost 2 in the
Yeah,
morning.
something crazy. So yeah, and then we finally took off.
We were sitting in the back by the bathrooms. So it's the red eye overnight. Everyone's looking to get some sleep. Oh, in the plane, not one single TV. Like, not TVs behind the seats, none in the hall. The radio, you know how you can usually plug in your headphones? None of that. It had the headphone jack, but it wasn't working, so it was like ridiculous, bro. We're sitting by the bathroom.
And no snacks.
No snack,
drinks.
no nothing, bro. And then we're sitting by the bathroom, so people are continuously walking by us, grabbing our seats, like using our seat as so they shake us, wake us up.
Yeah.
It was crazy. The doors, every time they closed them, were slamming. It was crazy, bro.
So we got the worst sleep on the plane. We couldn't even sleep. And then we get here, and then when we finally land, they're like, oh, another plane is using our terminal
that we're supposed to exit from.
So everyone was like pissed off again. Everyone's like, ah!
After we land, another almost hour just sitting in the plane waiting for us to get to our terminal to get out of the plane.
My family was waiting for us in the heat because it's pretty hot out here.
Yeah, that's our experience with, what's the name of it?
Volaris.
The one good thing that happened, it was that even though they told us 2 bags were going to stay behind, they ended up coming through somehow.
Yeah.
Which is crazy because they didn't even tell us. So if we weren't just happened to see them, we would have left with the other 3 bags and left our bags there. And no one even told us or anything. But thank God we got all of our bags at the same time.
We were happy about that.
And that was our trip.
That was probably our first and last time we fly with Volaris.
definitely our last time.
I don't recommend it, you guys.
Actually, we're going back on the same way, huh?
Yeah, unfortunately.
Well, after our return, that's
so
the
we'll
last
let you guys
time.
know how the return experience
we'll
goes too.
definitely
Hopefully
know,
that's
for sure.
a little smoother than, you know, the way here. I mean, the flights were cheaper, but definitely not
Don't
worth all that
recommend it.
stress.
I'll pay a couple extra
Oh, me too.
to be comfortable
Me too.
on time.
My dad
all
was
that
pissed off, and
TV,
my dad doesn't get
radio. Nah, man, a
Yeah.
meal. Like, I'll pay extra for that.
My dad does not get upset easily, and he was very upset.
Very upset. Everyone was very upset. The whole airplane was very disappointed. Like, you could just hear all the comments and all the whispers. Everyone was disappointed. Nobody likes an airline. It's crazy. And then we find out that, like, our aunt, or Kathy's aunt, actually has flown with them before, and she says the same thing. Always a bad experience. It's crazy. So,
And the flight attendants are not like that.
they're not helpful, I feel like.
No, not at all. As we were like about to take off, I forgot to mention this part. Right before we took off, you know where you put your luggages at the top? The lid opened.
The cabinet opened.
Yeah, the cabinet opened.
Where all the carry-ons are.
So then, anything could have happened. As soon as we took off, those things could have flew out and fell on people.
Especially with
and, like,
takeoff. That's when, like, the most turbulence. Like, things bouncing, you going, it's crazy.
So I was like, oh, se abrió la puerta. And the girls, they didn't care. They didn't do anything about it. So I got up and I slammed it. And they were like, you need to be seating before we take off. I was like, did you not say that the cabinet thing was open?
Not only that, but when we landed and we had to wait for like an hour for us to get to our terminal, tons of people were trying to use the bathrooms, and all the flight attendants in the back would not let anyone go to the bathrooms in the back. But
And
all
the
the
plane
other
wasn't moving.
but the flight attendants in the front were fine with everyone going to the bathrooms in the front. So it's just ridiculous inconsistency. We're not happy with that airline at all. Sorry, guys. You get a 2 out of 10.
Not even.
2 out of 10 because we at least got our 5 bags.
That's the only reason why.
Yeah, that's it. That's it.
Yeah.
2 out of 10. We're very disappointed with the flight, but thank God we're here. We're safe. We're happy. We're eating good, as you can see. We chilling. Look, we're sticky because it's so hot out here. We're kind of shiny. It's been a beautiful day so far. We're just going to enjoy it and make the best out of it for sure.
Thank you guys for watching. We love and appreciate all the support.
Let us know which airline you think is good, which airline you think we shouldn't mess with. Let us know. We need the feedback because we want to travel more often and we want to be more prepared next time. So thank you guys.
Thank you guys for watching. Till
Bless
next
gang.
time. Bye.